I lose my breath whenever I see you.
Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today I figured I would sit down and film a quick 30 to 32 week pregnancy update. I haven't done a sit down pregnancy update in quite a few weeks, so I have plenty of notes jotted down. So I figured I would film this mostly for our own memories, so I can look back and remember this, but figured a few of you might find this helpful or interesting. So if I'm looking at my phone, that's because I have everything jotted down. We've had, knock on wood, a pretty uneventful pregnancy so far. I am 32 weeks and 1 day pregnant today, and I had my 32-week OB appointment yesterday. So I have all updated info, all good news to pass along, so let's jump right in. First and foremost, out of breath all the time. So at my 30-week appointment, I found out that I passed my second glucose 1-hour test. I got sent for 2 glucose tests because of family history with diabetes, and I passed both with flying colors. They were both perfect, so I was very relieved to see that. My blood pressure, if you guys have been following along, they have been monitoring, and it has been really good. It started to creep up a little bit, but they said that that's totally normal at this point in pregnancy. They're not concerned. So we're still in the clear, and they're still giving me a thumbs up about that. As for what I'm taking, I'm still taking my prenatal with DHA every single night. I am still taking my low dose aspirin to help prevent preeclampsia, and I can't remember if I talked about this last time or not. I think I talked about this in a vlog, but I am taking B6 to help combat some really fun pregnancy nausea. My first trimester, I was sick almost the whole trimester, and then once I went into the second trimester, I was waiting for it to go away, and it wasn't. So my midwife suggested taking a B6 supplement in addition to what's in my prenatal, and it worked. So I tried to stop taking it about 2 weeks ago, and it didn't go so well. Within 3 days, I was getting nauseous every single night. I was having a really hard time eating dinner, eating breakfast. So there's nothing wrong with taking B6, and she told me you can take it right up to the end of your pregnancy, so went right back on that bad boy. Weight gain, as of yesterday, I am 2 pounds over my pre-pregnancy weight, so I'm really happy with that. I had the Tdap vaccine 2 weeks ago, and I had a very minor reaction to it, but it was not a fun reaction, and I don't remember ever feeling this way with either of my first 2 pregnancies. So I got it in my left arm. My arm was really sore, which I do remember that. I got a debilitating migraine for 2 days. I felt awful. I felt like I had the flu, and I just felt sick. And obviously when you're pregnant, you can't take anything other than Tylenol, and Tylenol doesn't do anything for me for migraines. So it was really tough. It lasted for 2 days, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together at first, but I talked to a nurse, and then I was also talking to a friend, and they said, did you get the Tdap? And they said, yep. They said that's probably what it is, and sure enough, it is listed under the side effects. So unfortunately with this one, that was a very minor passing reaction, but don't have to get that again. I have had no swelling, so that's great. My ankles still look like ankles. I've been drinking tons of water, which is probably helping with that. My goal is to drink 1 gallon of water a day, and I've actually been exceeding that. So you guys know that I'm never far from my Yetis. This is a 32 ounce, and I've been drinking 5 to 6 of these a day. So, and that's in addition to anything else. So 5 to 6 Yetis of water, and then I might have like a soda or a coffee, and that's in addition to my water intake. So I know that that contributes to preventing preeclampsia and also swelling and just keeping you feeling good. Water is just good for you. My belly is measuring right on track. It was measuring at 32 yesterday. The baby has been breech up until yesterday, and I had figured that the baby had flipped because I was really uncomfortable for a couple weeks. Really uncomfortable as in felt uncomfortable just sitting down, couldn't get comfortable laying down, and not just, it just felt like the baby was up in like my ribs, and it was the baby's head. So my last 2 appointments before yesterday, they had checked and they had started to say, you know, we want the baby to start flipping and getting into that position. And sure enough, this week, the baby has flipped. They are head down, feet up, bum up. It was really neat yesterday because my midwife that I saw yesterday is one of my favorite midwives to see, and she was absolutely positive, and she said, yep, this is a bum, and she was like, these are the feet. She's like, is that, you know, conducive to what you're feeling? And I said, yep. So that is a relief. I wasn't worried because it's not a concern until you reach 36 weeks, but I definitely didn't want a breech baby because there's all kinds of complications that can come with that, possible C-section. So I'm really happy about that. So more on feeling uncomfortable, I have reached the point where I feel pretty pregnant, and sleeping has been a challenge. I wake up probably 4 to 5 times a night just to go pee, and it's just part of pregnancy. And you know, you laugh about it, but oh man, what I would do to sleep through the night. And then heartburn at night has been crazy. So I'll try to find some pictures of my babies, Brayden and Fate. They were pretty bald. They had like peach fuzz when they were born, but they took a while to grow a head of hair. So I didn't have a ton of heartburn with them. I had a little bit, but not like this time. I am living on Tums at night. And when I lay down, whether I'm inclined, there are certain nights that it is just, it's a little brutal. So I don't know, maybe this baby will have hair. That's what the old wives' tale is. So we'll see. I am still having Braxton Hicks every day. I've had Braxton Hicks since 18 weeks. And that is totally normal. The more pregnancies you have, the earlier you get them. They don't hurt, they're just contractions. It's your body getting ready. I have also started getting, I don't want to say pain, but cervical discomfort, and it feels like your cervix is pinching, and it's your body getting ready to have a baby. I remember panicking with Fate because I had that and I thought something was wrong, and I remember calling the doctor and they're like, nope, it's totally normal. But it's funny the things you forget. So the baby has been pretty active, both in the morning and in the evening. Sometimes when I'm sleeping, not all the time, but this baby likes to move. Before the baby had flipped, the baby had turned sideways last week, and I swear they got stuck. It was the weirdest feeling because usually the baby is up and down. Usually the baby is vertical. But it's really neat to look down and see your belly moving, and you can see a foot here, and sometimes they go nuts. So we've been talking a lot about whether it's a boy or a girl, and so a lot of people have asked me this time around, do you feel that the baby is a girl or a boy? I felt like it was a girl in the beginning, and I really don't feel strongly either way. My husband, as of this week, feels that it's a boy. Fate is on team boy. Brayden is team girl. So I don't know, we'll see. It'll be interesting to see when they come out. A couple other things, not necessarily particularly with me, but we did go on our hospital tour. This is a new hospital for us, so we had never been there. We loved the facilities. It's a birthing center. It's absolutely gorgeous. One of my favorite things about it is you go to one room. So I've delivered, this will be my 3rd hospital that I've been in a like birthing center or child, you know, wing. And with all of my others, you kind of get put into a holding room where they assess you, and then they move you to a delivery room, and then after you have the baby, they move you to a postpartum room. This place, the rooms are ginormous, they're gorgeous, and you only go to one room. So I am so looking forward to that. I think that'll be really nice. I am starting to put together all of my stuff for my hospital bag. I will be filming that around 34 weeks. This is my 3rd baby, so we're trying to keep it minimal. I'm trying to remember what I used, what I didn't use, and so, but I'll share with you guys what I find helpful. And then we're getting baby essentials ready. Pretty much, I think everything is all set. I've washed all the clothes. We've gotten the baby's dresser out, changing table, the bassinet, the rocker. The only thing we have left to get that's like a big item is the car seat. We know which one we want, we just haven't purchased it yet. So we've done a lot of research. We've gone and tried them out in the stores. But yeah, so everything's going great. And I don't know, I'll see how things go. If I have a lot to update, maybe I'll do a 36 week, and then we'll see. I had my daughter at 38 weeks and I had my son right on his due date. So I don't tend to go late with my babies, and there has been talk about my birth plan as to whether I will get induced or not. They had planned on starting to induce me with Fate, my 2nd baby, but that didn't work out. They the only thing that they did to help me along was at 38 weeks, I was in the hospital luckily, and they did a Foley balloon. If you guys don't know what that is, maybe not Google it. Don't Google pictures. But there's no medicine with it. I was really trying to stay away from like Pitocin because I had had an all-natural birth with Brayden, and that was my goal with Fate. And I did, because I had her in under 30 minutes. Once that Foley balloon went in, I was only in active labor for I think 23 minutes. So it was a little crazy, a little rushed. But I feel like I have a lot of great support from not only my OB office, but the hospital seemed right on board with quick labors. So a lot of times when you go in, they're like, you're not in labor. We'll let you know if you're in labor. And I'm like, no, like, I'm gonna have a baby. So they've told me all the keywords to say when I go in. And when I went to the hospital, they said, oh yeah, we'll have that on your file. So that makes me feel a lot better, puts me my mind to rest, because that was really my #1 concern. So there has been a little bit of talk about inducing me once we get closer. I did have my daughter at 38 weeks, but their reasoning is I have my baby so fast, and with each pregnancy they expect them to be a little bit quicker. With my 3rd, who knows? This could be a long labor. I could be setting myself up to expect something that's not gonna happen. It could be the polar opposite. But they joked that I should camp out in the parking lot of the hospital 2 weeks before. And they have also talked about the option of inducing if they see that my body is starting to go into, you know, dilation and getting ready for pregnancy before that 38 week mark. So we'll see. We'll know more as we get closer to my actual due date. As for birth plan, like I said, I had my son in 2 hours. I had my daughter in under 30 minutes, and that's like active labor. I have quick babies. I have 1-push babies. I barely had doctors in the rooms for either of them. So hopefully this time will be a little bit different, as in more supportive from the team around me. But I don't know. I'm not against an epidural if I tend to have a long labor or if it's like intense pain. I would totally be for that. Whatever works for you, I think, is the way you should go. But I think my ultimate goal is to go natural, just because I've done it twice before and it is an absolutely amazing experience. So yeah. So that's it for my 32-week update, and we're just getting all the little things ready. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any comments or questions, or if you're pregnant and you want to chat, you can find me in the comments, or find me on my Instagram. I'll put my handle here, and we'll see you in our next video. Thanks for watching, guys. All right, I do realize I'm not wearing the best outfit to show you guys a bump, but that is 32 weeks. It's pretty round, and baby's bum is here, baby's feet are here, and obviously the head is down here. So that's 32 weeks. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you guys give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you in our next one.